prime time on the top game, it's a fine line. Man in the match, that's Daveye, he's the main guy, keep a close eye. Make sure you don't make no wrong play, cause I'm with Jose and Andre. And when Cyrus comes to walk in, you better know that you are watching Premier League. Daveye, tell what time we on, what time we on. Time. Let me hear you say Premier League. Daveye, tell what time we on, what time we on. Time.
Hello and welcome to Premier League Primetime. Liverpool 0, Manchester United 0, and I'm joined by my good friend, my good mate from across the pond, Kenneth. What are your thoughts on the game, my friend? How are we doing?
I'm stuck between having too many thoughts and having zero thoughts on the game. There are so many thoughts flying to my head, but the biggest one is that this was an uttermost disappointment because this was essentially a loss for us, and most people would agree that this would be, tying at Anfield for you guys, that would be a win. Would you not agree?
No, yeah, I think every single one of us would have come into this game thinking that, we were going to get slapped and that we were going to get opened up today. I certainly thought that. I think most of the fan base did. I think we were thinking at least a 3-0 and a 4-0. And I remember telling you earlier before this match even started, if you don't absolutely annihilate this Man United team, which is the worst I've seen, and I've seen some horrible Man United sides. I've seen the sides, 2 years ago when you stopped this 4-0, when you stopped this 5-0. I'm thinking this side is surely going to get desolated, and somehow we hung in there. We done our job defensively, and we pulled out with a draw.
And well deserved. To be fair, we were the attacking side for majority, if not all of the game, but you guys were forced to be on the defense, and you guys played that absolutely brilliantly. Every shot that we tried would get blocked. Every pass that we would try to get through, either we would, one, either bobble it, specifically Salah or Soboslai, or two, you guys were always there to intercept the pass. Absolutely.
No, yeah, and I think this match was just literally us wanting to come into Anfield. It'd be hard to break down and just say, all right, cool, try and get through us. Do you have the key to unlock? No. Unfortunately, Liverpool didn't have it today. I was particularly disappointed in Liverpool's attack. I just thought they were poor on the day. Liverpool's midfield just had little to no creativity to it whatsoever. And, if this is something that Liverpool want, if Liverpool want to win the league this season, they're going to probably face many teams that are going to play like this. And this probably won't be the first nor last team that will come to Anfield and just want to sink out the place.
No, absolutely. I 100% have to agree, specifically more on the midfield creativity part. It seems like Endo and Gravenberch were the only ones actually doing something, and to the point where we had to make a sub, we had to put in Harvey Elliott in the midfield. But either way, we still did, most of the chances we created came from the fallbacks, or they came specifically from the wingers. The midfield could not control the middle of the pitch for the life of it. You saw Endo playing really defensively top-notch football, but what's the point if the other two midfielders can't pass the ball around, play some tiki-taka, and put the ball in the middle? It was to the point where Klopp had to put in Gomez for Trent and put Trent in the midfield. That's how bad the midfield was performing, that he had to put his right back, who, correct me if I'm wrong, has done exceptionally well as a midfielder this season, into the midfield as a last-ditch attempt, and it still did not work out at all.
No, yeah, and I think something that really baffled me by Klopp, and I would have never expected this, especially a manager of his pedigree. You're chasing the game, right? It's 0-0. You're looking for a goal, and he brings on Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones for Diaz and Nunes.
Yes.
If you're trying to chase a goal, I'm thinking you're probably going to want to leave your attackers on. I don't know if Ben Doak was available on the bench. I don't recall if he was on the bench, but I don't know what
on the bench.
I don't know. Why not? Maybe throw on. I don't know, a youngster or something like that. You're trying to win the game here. I wasn't thinking that unless if they were going to push Gakpo up front. I don't know, but bro, I'm not gonna lie. You meant really disappointed. You meant really disappointing from a Man United perspective and from a neutral perspective, bro. I can't lie, man. I think all of us were thinking a 7-0, but bro, you play Arsenal next week. You might are gonna have to do a lot better than that.
Oh yeah, it's first of the table versus second of the table. Arsenal has not been an easy team to beat, this year and last year specifically. Besides the bottling incident that they did against City, But they're going to be a tough opponent. You know, they won their game today. Aston Villa won their game today. The title race is real. And if Liverpool does not show any form of composure or any form of hunger to win, we will not get that. We will not get to the top of the table at all.
I don't think hunger's your problem. I think this match really showed that you had 35 attempts on goal, and just the lack of your midfield. Your midfield is just, bro. Like, I was watching a streamer and he said, and he was spot on. Your midfield's all cardio. Your midfield is literally all cardio, bro. Like Endo, he's decent. Soboslai and who else? And Gravenberch. Like, Gravenberch technically is a decent player, but he's not someone that's going to open things up and who's going to create. That's more of a Thiago thing. That's what he does best, but he's injury prone. Other than that, you don't really have any.
He's coming back, so he's training now.
Yeah, but other than that, you man don't really have any creative midfielders at Liverpool, bro. And I've always said this: Liverpool, like their style of football is absolutely horrible to watch. Like, it is not. It's not beautiful on the eye. It's very direct. It's counterattacking to a certain extent, but it largely relies on just spamming balls into the box. As good as Trent is, just Trent spam Alexander-Arnold, just spamming those crosses into the box, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Bro, we are awful, but bro, I deserve to move shamelessly because bro. I also remember the match last season. You came on and you were cooking me, rightfully so. You were cooking me, rightfully so, because I had all the chest. I mean, you at least came in, relatively humble. But then again, I think everyone and anyone and everyone would have expected an absolute battering today. But we got out of it somehow. But I mean, moving forward, you man are gonna have to do better than that. I think Arsenal's gonna be an easier match for you, because they're going to try and play football, and you can catch them on the counterattack.
Yeah, that's the one thing I was going to mention. It seems like there was a combination of overestimation and underestimation. It seems like our Liverpool side was overestimating our own abilities. You saw like Salah and Soboslai just missing these brutal first touches that they could have absolutely put in the box. You saw Trent missing a free goal. Every single header that we did was not a good attempt. It just seems like we overestimated. Like, we had too much confidence going into this match that we thought like it would just be 7-0 repeated again, but we were just 7 goals short from getting to that 7-0 spot because we weren't composed. We overestimated ourselves. And going to the underestimated part, we thought you guys would be so easy. You guys had like 2 counterattacking chances, which, not gonna lie, it had me standing up, putting my hands behind my head because I was like, it's over. If Man U scores right here, Daveye will cook me on the spot. He will absolutely destroy me. And like, it seems like we also underestimate your defense. Luke Shaw did phenomenal today. Luke Shaw did pretty fucking good today. Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to curse.
No, you are. You're whatever you need to say, bro. You say what you need to say, bro.
Yeah. Luke Shaw gave Mo Salah a run for his money, and as a result, Salah did get a couple of shots on, but it wasn't the Mohamed Salah shots that everyone knows and recognizes. So I guess that combination of overestimating ourselves and underestimating the Man U defense was what truly got us.
I mean, everyone forgets that the best player on the pitch, has been disrespected for like most of the season. He just came in and he proved he's still why he's still one of the best center backs in the league. In Rafael Varane, he was my man of the match.
He was phenomenal today. Varane was phenomenal.
Listen, Nunez, bro. I was hearing right that Nunez traveled with the United side, back to Manchester because he forgot to empty his pockets, bro. I think Nunez might still be in there, bro. I can't lie, man. He might still be in there, bro.
He's still there. He's
listen. There's so many people, right, that absolutely just rip into Varane, and just bro, what, bro? I'm trying to, bro. I'm going to hunt down the apologist for Rafael Varane, bro, saying he's too old, he's finished, bro. I don't know what these men are on, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Varane is nowhere near finished. Nowhere near
finished. Bro, and everyone's saying, the fact how Ten Hag said he beat, this guy gets benched for what's called tactics against Man City, bro. Come on now, bro, he's class, bro. Anyways, we'll do a little player rating segment.
Okay.
I'll start off with Alisson in goal. He didn't really have anything to do other than what when he saw, Rasmus Højlund barreling down on goal, he wasn't nervous at all. Which,
Yeah.
hey, if Rasmus Højlund is barreling down on goal, I wouldn't be nervous either.
Oh no, yeah, I would even do it with one eye closed. I'll do like a little spin so you get a little bit dizzy. I would not be nervous. Absolutely not. Let's start with Allison. Obviously there was not a lot of shots on goal from the United side, but he still did great to block that one chance that you guys did have. Well, one of the two chances where he did actually come out and had to block it with his chest. So I'm gonna give him, he was average but rating Allison is hard because as the best keeper in the Premier League, it's like he sets the bars. So like it feels like a number, like if I give him high of a number, it discredits other keepers, but I give him too low of a number, it credits other keepers. So I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna give him a 7. 7. I mean, he wasn't making saves like he was at Crystal Palace last week. He was just chill watching his own team do absolutely nothing. Absolutely do fucking nothing.
Going into the back row, I'll start with Trent.
Trent. He was great. He was, like you said, he was spamming crosses, but at least he was creating chances. When Klopp put him in the midfield, he was being a little bit more creative because, as you know, his weak foot is pretty damn good. His weak foot's pretty damn good, but I was disappointed with that's happened. He did have that went a little wide to the left. That could have completely changed the game. I'm gonna give him an 8. I think Trent deserves an 8. He was arguably the most creative man on the pitch from the Liverpool side. Just spamming crosses in the box. But at the same time, like he was creative with the crosses. But I feel like at some point you have to change it up. At some point you have to recognize that Man U is locked in. And there's two players per. There's 2 Red Devils per a red. For that reason, like Trent should have recognized, oh my God, these people are actually locked in and blocking our headers. What should I do? Oh, let me keep spamming them more. Let me keep spamming the same thing over and over because that's the definition of insanity, expecting things to change. So because of that, I'm going to give Trent an 8.
Okay, an 8. Fair enough. Next, Ibu Konate playing at center back.
Konate at center back was pretty good, but I was more surprised about when he was up in your penalty box. He had that one chance against Onana that almost no one thought like Konate would be the last person everyone thought would just turn around and then shoot it. That's something Gakpo or Jota would do, but he did that. But he shot it straight at him. But
I held my breath, by the way, when that happened.
Oh yeah, I let go of my breath because yeah. But Onana somehow did it. Konate, good on center back, good on attacking. One of his better days. 7.
Van Dijk next to him.
Van Dijk, the captain, the big brick wall. I think Van Dijk did pretty well today.
But just didn't have much to do really at the back.
Yeah, maybe that's the thing. Thing is it's hard to rank the center backs and the keeper because they didn't have that much to do. But when they did have something to do, they did their job. So if they're doing their jobs, do they deserve to get a high rating or do they deserve to get a mediocre rating because that's what they're assigned to?
Yeah, I mean, I just say average, but that's up to you.
Yeah, okay, I guess average. I guess I would give Van Dijk a 7. I would give Van Dijk a 7, 6 or a 7, one of those.
Okay. Kostas Tsimikas on the left-hand side now. He was creating problems, lots and lots of problems. He was the one player that was actually creating. Your creativity comes from your fullbacks, and
absolutely. That's the reason why Trent's on the right, and that's why I am mourning Andy Robertson to come back. That Scottish lad. Oh my goodness, I love that lad. But Kostas was pretty good today. Kostas was great. Klopp put him to be a little bit more aggressive, going all the way up the pitch most times. The thing is, he's fast. He's a fast lad. I think he almost got into what did he almost get into a fight with today? I think he was battling with somebody, but I think
Anthony.
Yes, Anthony. That guy is so rude. I do not like Anthony at all. I'm sure you don't like him either. But Kostas Tsimikas, the Greek man, he did well today. Exceptional today. Usually, I mean, people have Andy Robertson as like the holy grail level of Liverpool, so it's kind of hard to meet that. But he did pretty well today. I'm gonna give him an 8.
Okay. Moving into the midfield, we'll go with Endo. We'll start with Endo.
Endo, I never really agreed with Endo starting off as playing as a CDM, but after scoring his first goal for Liverpool, I don't know if I've recognized his confidence has skyrocketed, and his confidence was here in this game, but he was just making some foolish defensive mistakes. Apart from the defensive mistakes, passing in between the midfield is one thing, but then transitioning from the midfield to your wingers or to your striker is one thing. I just didn't see that. I mean, you can't do much as a CDM, and like arguably, I also miss McAllister because he was one of the more creative midfielders that we had. So, but I mean, he still had some creativity. I'm gonna give his performance like a 7. A 7.
Okay. Next we'll go with Ryan Gravenberg.
Ryan Gravenberg. This guy has impressed me the most this season, and I'm going to argue that he's one of our better signings that we have within the past 3 years. He's doing better. His confidence is growing. He's obviously building that chemistry. He dribbled past a lot of Man U defenders today. I forgot, like there was this one run he did where he absolutely cooked you guys. Absolutely cooked you guys on the left side of the pitch, and his passing was good. Gravenberch was good. I'm glad Klopp decided to start him because he almost never starts. He's usually a super sub. I'm going to give him an 8. I'm going to give Gravenberch an 8.
Okay.
He's playing better.
Dominic Szoboszlai.
You know, for arguably the top 2 midfield signings of the season, that did not seem like a top two signing. Szoboszlai, I mean, Klopp tries to play him as a center attacking mid because he has that killer instinct. He loves shooting the ball, but it just seems like we were back to square one today. Salah would slot him these beautiful through passes, and he would just either he would time his running correctly, like he would like not be able to get this first touch, like the ball would be behind him. If anything, there was one thing that you're not supposed to do in football. You're not supposed to ever have your back turned on the ball. You're supposed to almost never have your back turned on the ball, and for that reason, Szoboszlai was poor today. I'm gonna give Szoboszlai a 6. Szoboszlai was poor. I mean, if Klopp has to sub him out, that means something is seriously bad because usually he plays the full 90 minutes. So I'm going to give him a 6.
Okay, moving into the front three, we'll start with Luis Diaz on the left-hand side.
Lucho, he's been a little bit more inconsistent lately. I don't agree with Klopp taking him out. I feel like after halftime, Lucho started like being a little bit more confident on the ball, but then I feel like your confidence just completely pummels down if like one, you're getting subbed out, and two, if you're getting subbed out for Curtis Jones. But Lucho did all right. He did what he could. Obviously had better days. What's up? Give me a second. I would give him a 6.
Okay, moving to Mo Salah on the right-hand side.
My glorious Egyptian king. I'm going to start off by giving him an 8. You know,
8.
Hear me out why.
Okay.
Salah, like I said, like what when you're a right winger at a caliber of the level of Salah, people have high expectations of you. People always have high expectations of Mohamed Salah. I'm pretty sure like he accidentally broke his streak of like every single game. He would either get a pass or either get an assist or a goal. But like recently, he hasn't been doing that. And today, he was just poor. You know, I remember last year you and I were saying that like Salah, I forgot which left back it was, that he put him in an absolute blender, just put him in a little tornado, put a little turbo spin.
It was the Lissandro meme.
It was Lissandro, and it seems like Salah was trying to recreate something like that, but it seems like Shaw wasn't giving in. It seems like Luke Shaw was not giving in. Like Luke Shaw was not sent to the shops like Lissandro was. But I mean, had a couple of shots on goal. He did what he could with his through passes to Szoboszlai. He passed it back. He got creative. His shots could have been a little bit better. You know what? I'll knock it down to 7. I'll knock it down to 7. I'll put Mohamed Salah at 7.
Okay, and lastly, Darwin Núñez up front. Man's got the kit, bro.
There is no one else on this team that makes me happier, but also sad at the same time than Darwin Núñez. It was to the point where at the beginning of the season, everyone was like, Haaland is cooked. Núñez is coming up. And I agree with them. Like, Núñez is not a tap-in merchant. He is the opposite of that. He misses tap-ins. He is an absolute difference. Like, he is completely different. I mean, to be fair, there were some chances given to him today, but it wasn't like other games where they give him tap-ins and he absolutely skies it to the audience. Like, his performance today is the reason why a lot of people are calling him a flop, and a lot of people are saying he's not built for the Premier League. But I'm still always going to be a Darwin Núñez supporter until I die. Okay. Until he gets more confident on the ball, because last season he was horrible. Last season he was pretty bad. This season he's getting better. I just feel like he needs that confidence as a striker and as a starter to do it, because because usually Nunez doesn't start. It's usually Gakpo or Jota. And for that reason, by putting him straight on the pitch, I feel like that got to him. I don't know what it was, but his performance was not it today. Absolutely not. I mean, he had a header today. I'm pretty sure he had a cross towards his head, and he absolutely skied it over Onana's head. But I'm gonna give Nunez's performance a 6. As disappointed as I am, I'm giving him a 6.
And there you have it. There is your player ratings and post-match analysis, and a bit of mine on this Man United versus Liverpool match. And you will see a solo fan cam of mine as well, breaking down the game. Let your comments down. Give us your comments down below. Do you agree with Kenneth? Do you not? And we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching our upload, and let us know down in the comments below, what are your thoughts on anything and everything addressed in this feature of Premier League Prime Time? Smash a like on the video, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. And be sure to check out our other platforms on Instagram, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And we hope you have an absolutely fantastic day/evening. Take care.